Alright, so let's go into the partner.shopify.app. So there is another portal, partner.shopify.app. So into this one, you can create an application, and that application can be used as a third-party application, and then people can authenticate over their apps, and then people can use it. Okay, so this is your Shopify Partner dashboard where you can create the application. First, you can create the stores also over here, create a development store. So that's going to be development store, not the production one. So you can create the development stores, and then you can create the apps as well too over here. So this is for partners. So when you are communicating with Shopify, like you are creating your own app, and then you're going to be using the Shopify as an authentication purpose, so you're partnering with the Shopify, so that you have to get access for all those things. You have to submit your all the company details and legal details to the Shopify, so Shopify can approve that, and then you're going to be partnering with the Shopify, so people can go. Your app also going to be listed into the Shopify App Store. So there is a Shopify App Store over here, Shopify App Store. Okay, so here your app's gonna be listed, and then people can just come on the app and then install it. So it's gonna be installed, so they will just get added into your application. Okay, so they will be able to install your app onto their Shopify store, and then whenever they do any activity, so you can or you will be having the access to their store, and then you can retrieve all the data, and then you can show everything, whatever is going on into their store. You can show all those things into your platform. So that's how it works. So you see, this is one of the apps, Seal subscription app. So if you install it, so it's going to be installed into my store. This is my store, so it's going to be installed into this one, and then they will be able to access all the details. So let's go back to the Partner of Shopify app. Okay, over here, so there it is. So I have 3 applications created. 2 are for testing and 1 is for like production. So you see, this is the publish, so this is being used into the production, and they have 63 installed, like 63 people have been installed this application. They are using it, so we are able to take their data and then modifying and showing the data in our platform. Okay, so that's, and there are some theme customization as well. So mainly we have to use this Shopify Partner portal only for the managing the apps. So you can just create the app, and let's go inside this application, what options we find. Okay, so you have to update your callback URL, authentication URL. So you're gonna get the client ID and secret ID first over here. So you can just put it onto your side, and then you can use the Shopify API modules or Shopify REST APIs. So you can put this client ID, secret ID over there, and then it's going to be redirecting the user with their store name onto for completing the OAuth process, and then you can retrieve their access token and all, and then later on use those access token to get the user details. Okay, so you see latest app history. So app history means like the number of stores have installed this app, so those things are displaying over here. And configuration, you can go the configuration over here. So you just have to update your app URL and the callback URLs over here, now like number of callbacks URL where you want to redirect your users back, like after completing the OAuth process. So you have to update all the callback URLs over here. Okay, embedded Shopify admin, so true. Event version, you have to update the version latest and all those things. Customer data request endpoint, so these are the some APIs that you have to create on application sites when you're gonna raise the access for the Shopify App Store. So Shopify will hit the API calls over here and then check like these APIs are working or not. So if these APIs doesn't gonna work, so it will say like API is not working, it's throwing error, so you have to make it work. Once all these things will be completed, then they're going to be approving your app. Okay, you have to update your application icon over here, so it can be listed on the App Store, and then it will display the icon, so it looks like professional if you update the icon. So that's why without icon it's not going to be approved. Okay, so there are some more things, storefront APIs. You want to enable those things, so you have to enable, and you have to provide some more details to it. Okay, API access, you just click on this part, API access. So there are some approval process after creating the application, so you have to go through with that. Then you'll be able to get approval from the Shopify, and then your app gonna be listed into the Shopify App Store, and then people can install that application. Otherwise not, it's not gonna be listed on App Store. You'll not be able to use this as a publicly. You can use your own store to authenticate, but other people cannot complete the OAuth process because those store does not have access to this application. That's why they cannot do it. So subscription API, payment mandate scope, so all these things, if you want to raise the access, you can request the access, and the Shopify will go through with it, and then they will approve it. it. Okay, so rest things are like it depends on you what do you want or not. That's how. Otherwise there's nothing much. So the most of the things only comes into the configuration, and you have to complete all these things properly, and then your app's gonna be approved. Okay, and the client ID and the secret ID you're gonna be receiving on this API access, or you can just see on the overview, app overview, and then all sorted. Okay, so that's it for this one, like managing the partner.shopify, because majorly your app work from here. If you're gonna be having any problems, so you're gonna be seeing the notification over here. So Shopify also send you notification what's going on if your app is not working or there's some problem. So you can just check the notification, and if you have any warning or something, so you just need to fix that one, and then your app gonna be working. So let's go into the shopify.dev and see how you can call the APIs and all. Okay, so this is the developer platform, actually for developers only, not for the non-technical person, but they can also go through it with it and then check if you understand the thing. So don't be offensive, but yeah, that's how it works. So documentation, build your first app, just go over here. Okay, so it has completely explained you properly how you can create your app, start building your app, and then you can call the APIs and all. So we're not going to get into this. So app creation, I have already explained you over here. So that's the same process. You can do it over here as well. So we just go talk to APIs. So admin, apps in admin. Okay, so there are some other things over here like app UI displayed within the admin. Yeah, there is a app UI as well. So if you go into the Shopify store, when you have already installed any application, so you click on that app, so you're going to be seeing how it works inside the platform. So that's also you can look at over there. Okay, so we just need to talk about the APIs, not the app building. So let's go into the APIs and reference. So let's talk the admin APIs. Okay, so directly it's taking to the GraphQL APIs, because the REST APIs has been a legacy APIs because it doesn't work now. So if I show you over here, view all, so into the view all, there is a REST admin API. So earlier we used to like this, we were not using the GraphQL API, but now they are putting the pressure to people to use the GraphQL APIs, not the REST APIs, because they are slowly deprecating all the REST APIs so that people can just switch back to this GraphQL APIs. Okay, so let me show you the REST APIs reference, how it works. So all these APIs you're going to be finding over here. So first you have to do, if you have like these are the apps, Ruby, Remix, Node.js, PHP. So all these modules are listed over here. You can install any of the module, and then you can start using the client of this API, Node.js client or Remix client. So any client you can use and then call the APIs directly from there. Otherwise you can just use the call command. So you can just call like this, and then you can send the payload or get API. So just get the data, that's it. Okay, endpoints are defined over here. So let's suppose if you want to call the order API, so there's the order listed, abandoned checkout. Okay, so you can just call it like this. Everything is explained over here properly, so you can just call it like this. If you want to call it into GraphQL, so you can just click on this, it will show you how you can call it into GraphQL, something like this. Node.js, you can just use the class. So most probably they are removing the REST admin APIs, and then they are just switching the people from the REST APIs to the GraphQL APIs. So if you are newly integrating your app into the Shopify, so just directly use the GraphQL APIs to integrate the Shopify app. Okay, so the people will use, and it will not be a problem for you in the future, because mostly they will be doing another thing. So they're gonna give you the big notification on the email, so you can just do the changes. They give you the time as well, like the 4 to 5 months to make the changes, even it's just a small thing, so it will be easy for you. Otherwise they take care of like even they are upgrading the version, so it doesn't gonna impact your app. Like it gives you like 2 to 3 release later, you have to update that thing. So it's going to be expiring after 2 to 3 releases. So they're not making the big change all the time. If there is a big change, so it's going to be having some time, like 6 months or more than that. So they're going to be notifying you before that, so you can just easily change it and update it before it expires or deprecate it. Okay, so these are all the APIs and the calling phenomena, like scenarios, you can just call it. So all the same things over here as well, like I shown you into the REST admin APIs. Okay, so you have all the things defined, queries and everything. So all the things are over here. You can just call like this, and then you can just retrieve the data. So this is all Shopify thing. It's not a very complicated or something like you cannot understand. If you get into this one, it will take a while, but you can get into this and understand everything properly. And if you have any question or you don't understand or not able to get it, so you can just comment on the video, and then I'll get back to you. You can take the help from me. Otherwise, all good guys. We have already been using a lot like Shopify, and then got everything like approval and all, so it works fine for us. You can use use that too. And there are some other methods as well to bypassing the Shopify directly. You can just retrieve the data from their Shopify stores, so you don't have to like use any integration or something. But if you want to retrieve the historical data of the any store, so you need the Shopify integration. So thank you so much guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you understood something from this video or any question regarding the Shopify developer side or technical side or non-technical side, so I can help you with that. Okay, so thank you so much guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, bye bye.